another episode of Usapang Insurance. I'm Laarni Tagalog. I'm an independent insurance advisor helping you understand your insurance better. For this episode, isa na naman pong client interview ang mapapanood ninyo. Last month, we had our very first interview. If you remember, if you have watched Anna, one of my clients, and that was a very, very informative interview. Marami po sa inyo ang nag-reach out, gave a lot of feedback, no, na napaka-informative, ang dami niyong natutunan, na dapat pala ganun ang gawin. And a lot of you have reached out to have their coverage or their insurance policies reviewed. Marami din po sa inyo ang nag-reach out para po, to discuss your options, kung ano yung mga options nyo with regards to insurance. At napaka-saya ko po na marami po akong natulungan upang maunawaan ninyo ang mga options niyo with regards to insurance, yung mga coverage na talagang suitable para sa inyo at para as a protection na din para sa inyong pamilya. Kaya I thought we'll have another client interview kasi it's very good to hear straight from the clients kung ano naman yung experience nila with regards to insurance. So let's all welcome Carlo and Cha. Hi, Carlo and Cha. Thank you so much for your time. Kay kabalo ko mga busy, no? Very busy kayo mo. You're both working. So thank you so much for granting this interview. Kumusta?
Okay lang. Buhay gapon.
Recovering, Carl.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, that's good. And how are you, Cha?
So far, naka-recover na from the accident, no? And working, and yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, Cha and Carl, this interview is really more of the purpose is to impart information, no, lalo-lalo na sa ating mga kababayan who have no idea of how insurance works, because that's what the content of Usapang Insurance. So just sharing your experience. But let's introduce ourselves, no? Or yourself. So start na kay Carlo. When did you both arrive, or did you arrive together in New Zealand? What year? Ano yung pathway nyo nung pumunta kayo sa New Zealand? Tapos ano na yung work nyo ngayon? Start with Carlo.
I'm Carlo Pages. So we arrived here in New Zealand around July 2017. So dumating kami via partnership visa. So under ako kang Cha. So siya yung student. So ako yung full-time ng mga panahon yon. So that's how we got here.
And your job, Carl, did you start as a community support worker?
No, yeah. Actually, at first, I started as a community support worker, pero grabe yung work na yun kasi bali yung day off ko kasi ng time na yun is galing from 16 hours. So, tulog lang. Then, the next day na naman, parang isang day off pero galing ka ng 16 hours na 3 to 7. So, yung day off mo talaga, literally tulog ka.
Yes.
And the next day, following day, working na naman sa morning. So, parang di ko kinaya. Inano ako na kung pwedeng bigyan ako ng eksaktong day off lang na kahit isang dagdag, pero hindi sila pumayag. So, since noon, umalis ako, lipat-lipat ng work. So, naka-work ako as a waiter, as a farmer sa kiwi farm. Farm as well. Ano pa ba? Sa New World, nakapagtrabaho ko sa New World.
Oh wow, grabe, ang dami. Then ngayon, recently, Carl, bumalik ka na sa community support
recently,
worker.
nakapag-work na ako ngayon as a full-time na support worker for ano na ngayon. So, kasali ka, Ricky. 3 years maybe?
No, 4.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Okay. Yes. And si Cha naman, kasi I know that you're both nurses, no? Background, ang yung both nurses. Tapos si Cha yung nag-pursue ng nursing talaga. So how did you start nga, Cha?
So when I arrived in 2017, I was on student pathway. So I did postgraduate diploma in health management. That's level 8. So I can take him with me. So during that time, I can only work 20 hours a week. So I also work in a restaurant. I worked with him in the farm. But then in 2018, I stopped all those jobs because I already got the job as a healthcare assistant in Bupa. And then in 2021, I did my CAP and became a nurse in that same company. So I'm still connected with Bupa at the moment as a nurse now.
As a nurse na. Oh, wow. So, grabe, no? It's been a journey to get to where you are now. So,
Mm.
parang ang start ninyo, parang super busy. You've been just like working back to back until you settle.
Mm.
So, with regards to insurance, when did you start of thinking, getting an insurance? What was your experience to start with? Start ako kay Cha.
Because I'm a student, so it's a requirement when you come to New Zealand.
Yes.
You should have an insurance as a student. So, but ako lang ang may insurance. Si Carlo doesn't have. But it's only for just a year because the course is only for a year.
Yes, that's right.
And so, yeah.
And after that, you did not have anymore
No.
until we met. Until we met. Yes, that's right. Tapos si Carlo naman, obviously we're not gonna mention any companies here. Si Carlo naman, when you arrive in New Zealand, kailan ka nagsimula na, okay, siguro kukuha ako ng something cover? After a year since you arrived in New Zealand or after 2 years? Kasi baka maraming makaka-relate. Kasi yung iba talaga, just like you guys, you come to New Zealand, you work. So parang sometimes you don't really get to think of like something about insurance.
I think right
he-
after natapos yung school,
no,
maybe.
just before,
Just
because
before.
we applied for the
Joint account, yes.
So then that's the time we also get.
So yung the time na nag-ano kami ng joint accounts sa namin, bank. So yun lang yung talagang ko, insurance, para life insurance pa. So yun nga, ang cover lang is around, kunwari kung nangyari sa akin, kung namatay man ako, so so ang cover lang is 20,000, which is hindi naman namin alam kung at that time how much.
Yes, that's right.
So
that's the minimum.
well, okay, kasi lang naman yata $2 monthly or fortnightly.
Yes.
Monthly.
So
yes, because
okay lang.
life insurance kasi very very cheap no para sa mga kabayan natin na nanonood.
So,
at least nga we encourage no parang at least yung that's the most basic. For me as an insurance advisor, I thought my thinking is that everyone should have at least life insurance. And at that time, like sinabi ni Carlo, you did not think like, okay, is 20,000 enough? Kasi wala namang na-discuss sa inyo. Yung mga,
yeah, exactly.
So, you're telling me at that time, you really did not understand. So parang, okay, kukuha na lang ako just for the sake na meron. Yes. And then, it's been like you had that insurance car for maybe a year or 2 years before we met, no? Been there for a while. And never come to a point na, okay, siguro mag-review tayo or kasi wala sa inyo no until you were introduced to me. Yeah, so fast forward, no, syempre we met, we discussed, and you were like, ang liit lang pala ng cover natin. So, after all that experience, and then obviously you took a cover more than just life. No, you have a very comprehensive cover in place actually. So having all that information after that first appointment we met, how important it is to understand your insurance. Gaano ba talaga kahalaga? Para to sa mga kabayan natin, sa kaalaman ng lahat, gaano ba kahalaga na naiintindihan nyo ang cover or ang insurance policy ninyo? Start with Carlo.
So, yeah, gaya nung kinuha ko dati, kasi nga, for the sake lang na meron, kasi kung anong mangyari, may matatanggap ka, which is, it's important na maintindihan mo, kasi yun nga, nung before we met, hindi pala namin alam na that's not enough yet, na magkano lang yun. So, hindi pang kukulangin pa pang libing. So, ganun. Yung ba? So, para pa sa akin, so, it's really important na mo, kasi kung gaya nga ng pag anong mangyari, so at least, kasi alam naman natin, for example, kung na or na admit na dito sa libre naman talaga pag sa atin. So at least kung ano man yung may personal insurance ka din, magagamit mo din yun as your advantage. So at least yung sa personal insurance na kinuha namin sa iyo, broad yung broad yung cover. So hindi lang yung kasi nung pag-explain sa amin doon sa nung gumawa kami ng joint account na gano'n, kukuha ba kayo? Parang ang dali lang, parang inadali.
It was offered like parang gusto niyong bumili ng pandesal.
Parang sige, parang yun. Pero nung sa'yo, parang ang explanation is really quite, maintindihan mo talaga. So, mas okay na meron talagang insurance na maintindihan at yung agent din na mas maganda ma-explain, mas okay ma-explain kaysa i-rush ka lang ba na kumuha
Yes.
ka na kasi kailangan mo to, ganito, ganyan.
Yeah.
Pero without even telling kung anong exactly ang makukuha mo pag ganitong ganyan. So,
Yes, that's right. And ikaw, Cha, anong masasabi mo? Gaano kahalaga na maintindihan mo? Kasi syempre, nagbabayad kayo eh. And you both have a very comprehensive cover and you're paying for it. Para bang magaan ba magbayad para sa something that you understand kung anong importansya?
For me, it's really important to know everything like in your insurance policy. Kasi in case something happens, tas wala kang idea, like, and you are expecting something na hindi pala ganun yung makukuha mo and hindi pala yun ganun yung coverage mo. So it's good na everything that's written there is explained, and then it's also good to it's really nice na everything is transparent ba, like
Yes.
especially with like what we did, like you gave you also, it's not that you tell us this is your coverage, you let us decide for it.
Yes.
So it's actually a two-way, but you explain and then we have to decide if I think we have to increase that one and we have to decrease this one. So it's a like that's really the most important thing. You have to know the
Options.
or like everything in your insurance, because when something happens, so you know what you can claim, and like so you know kung ano yung makukuha mo, and kung at confident ka and kampante ka din na kung anong mangyari, something is in place.
Yes, that's right. And it's really good that you mentioned para alam mo kung ano yung sakop or ano yung cover ng insurance policy mo kasi mahirap mag-expect eh, 'di ba? Tapos may maling expectations, madi-disappoint ka na hindi pala yung cover kasi hindi mo naintindihan. And that's the time you feel discouraged about insurance na hindi man talaga nagbabayad ng insurance. But in your experience, you know that kasi alam nyo, naintindihan nyo, so you know you are covered for something. So, ngayon, pag-usapan natin, you went through quite a rough the last few months, no? But Carlos getting better. Na pag-usapan natin yung aksidente. And you guys were so open about it. I saw Carlos posting about the car accident. It was very good because no, may mga lessons from the car accident, and I actually asked Carlos permission to reshare it because I think it was not just about insurance, but you know, we all drive every day and kahit gaano tayo ka-careful, no, accidents do really happen. So tell us about the accident and what did you learn after that accident? Start ko, Carlo. We'll not go into details so sinong nakabala and everything, but so when you had that accident, when was that? 3 months ago na?
More na mga siguro?
2 months.
Two and a half months, no?
2.5.
2.5 months na. What I've learned, first of all, God is good.
Yes.
Hindi naman siguro sa personally kasi dati more on dati talaga kasi yung mother ko is more talaga siya, parang ano bang tawag doon? Religious. So yung bata pa ako, so mostly sinasama ako at that time, ganun. Parang I was introduced like parang lapitin ako at that time sa simbahan, gano'n, pa ako. But as time na lumaki ka na, parang tumanda ka na, parang minsan nga kami paano hindi na hindi na magsimba or next time na lang siguro ganyan. Pero yun yung unang na-realize ko na parang kahit anong parang ano ba na parang
May realization.
na-realize ko na kahit hindi na ako ganun na hindi na ako masyadong palasimba or ganun. So yun, buhay ako. That's what I'm really thankful for na binigyan
Yes.
ko ng second chance. And nung nangyari yung aksidente, parang at first nung nagising ako kasi yun nga na, ano ako nung pagkabangga bale na anong tawag doon na knocked out for how many almost 2 minutes. So
Mm.
nung pagagising ko, yung una-una kong sinabi is ano nangyari. So
Mm.
wala akong so
Yeah.
tiningnan ko lang si Cha, sabi ko okay ka lang, ganun, aksidente kami. So without realizing na ako pala yung na grabe
Medyo
kasi
natamaan.
hindi ko na feel yung sakit parang wala lang kasi parang
Na-shock.
nakikita ko na yung sasakyan is sira pero sinabi ko pa nga sa kanya na wala sabi niya na okay ka lang, hindi okay lang ako ganun, pero noon pag is yun nga so
Yeah. So,
oh,
grabe, di ba, Carl? You had a lot of fractures.
9 fractured ribs, sa right scapula din, tapos lacerated liver, dented right lung that caused a pneumothorax. Tapos nag-spit pa ako ng blood ng ilang days kasi
Yes.
tapos yun nga lacerated liver ko na.
Yeah.
Tapos a few bruises sa right ko. Lacerated wound. So may ilang
7.
stitches din ako dito.
7.
Yes.
Well, what I've learned and realized is talagang importante yung insurance kasi minsan kasi pag buti na nga lang nakakuha talaga kami sa iyo, as in thankful kami na nakuha namin yun before may nangyari kasi minsan yung iba may nangyari na doon pa kukuha, di ba?
When it's too
Parang
late.
sinasabi mong pag gusto mong may mangyari ulit sa iyo. So parang okay ka na pag may nangyari ulit sa iyo. So which is parang ika nga ba, prevention is better than cure, di ba? Parang
Yes, that's
so
right.
kung mukha ka na ngayon, wag mo nang antayin na may mangyari pa kasi kung well, which is good din naman kung na-realize mo kung may nangyari nga tapos kukuha ka. So okay din naman pero mas better kung kukuha ka na wala pang nangyari kasi parang
Yes.
for me insurance is also a peace of mind na
That's right.
na na at least kung kahit anong mangyari na at least meron ka ding makukuha o may tutulong sa iyo na
Yeah, that's right. No, parang peace of mind, no, kagaya sinabi mo, insurance is like it gives you peace of mind, and no amount of money can equate that peace of mind, no? And para dun sa mga may pamilya, no, may mga asawa or mga parents, siblings, so yung may mga anak, it's such good to enjoy life, but you have a protection in the background for something that you don't know that might happen, kagaya nga ng aksidente. Ikaw naman siya, and you were so frightened, no? Because even I was so frightened when I had the news. So, kumusta yung experience na yun? What was your learnings? And kasi this was your like major claim. Like Carlo had a claim before, but it was more of like specialist, a medical, but this was like talaga yung yung first, and you had this insurance for more than 2 years. Did you ever think na, or both of you, did you ever think na, did you get to that point na, di ba, every fortnight kakaltasan niyo? Did you ever get to the point na parang nagkaltas naman siya or mahal na talaga siya? Did you ever think na ka-cancel ba natin or magbawas ba tayo ng cover? How do you manage the cost?
Well, maybe because syempre wala pa kaming anak, 'di ba? So kami pa lang. So maybe there's a talaga parang napaglalaanan. But then actually initially parang feeling namin baka mabigat kasi we don't usually pay that before.
Yes,
But
that's right. From $2 of Carlo.
Yes. So we were thinking, hala, baka sobra yun. Baka kailangan natin, totoo, baka kailangan natin bawasan.
And maraming makaka-relate dyan, yeah.
Well, actually thought about that kasi ano naman, of course, financially, it's ano siya, talagang lalaanan mo siya na ano.
Yes.
But um but later on, instead na bawasan, 'di ba?
You
We
added
even
when we
add,
did a
we
review.
even
That's right.
we added we reviewed and even added the you know, our cover.
Increase the cover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kasi we just realized, yun na nga, kami lang dalawa. What if something happens? Hindi kailangan namin, mas kailangan namin na ano, kasi kami na wala kami ibang ano eh. And mas mahirap andito tayo sa ano, sa New Zealand. Wala tayong malayo tayo sa Pilipinas. But then I know, although we know na healthcare naman is free. You can actually avail it for free. But then it's still good. You have a backup ba? Like what
Yes.
if it's really an emergency and like you and so if you really wanted to be prioritized, so at least we have that thing.
Option. Yeah.
Yeah, we have that option. And yeah, we can, like, if you wanted to go for a specialist, then you have that option.
Yeah.
So we were thinking, okay, you will just leave it like that, and we even increase the cover.
Your cover. Yeah.
Yeah, but although medyo mabigat nga siya, but still,
Yeah.
it's really,
You make it a no you know, walang no negotiation pagdating sa insurance, uunahin. Just like paying for power bills, internet,
Yeah.
di naman tayo nag-negotiate eh, di ba? Babayaran talaga yan.
kasi imagine mo, di ba? Insure nga natin yung sasakyan.
Yeah.
Katawan pa natin, o di ba?
That's actually very good.
Yan yung yun lang yung, pag wala na yung katawan mo, paano na lang? So,
Yeah.
kailangan.
If you can't work, you can't pay for your car insurance.
Insure mo
Yeah.
siya. Yun yung pinakauna mo dapat na insure. Yung
Sarili
side
mo.
mo.
Yung kagaya nga ng sinabi mo, no, having, kasi meron din kang medical insurance, you have a very comprehensive medical insurance. Yes, healthcare is free in New Zealand, but if you don't want to wait, having a medical insurance just bypasses, get seen quicker, you get seen, you know, so you recover faster kasi nakita kang ano, so you imagine, for sometimes it could be 4 months waiting just to see a specialist. And for 4 months, ang daming pwedeng mangyari, pwedeng lumala yung condition mo and all that. So parang you really have put a good cover in place for the what ifs. No, that might happen. And sabi mo, paglalaanan mo talaga siya, no? Paglalaanan mo, make it a non-negotiable in your budget. And I had a client interview last month, it was with Anna, and she said, I will probably sacrifice 1 bubble tea a week para lang para lang maano kasi sometimes you don't realize how much we spend in takeaway.
Tama,
Tama.
So, mas i-sacrifice mo na lang yung mga least important naman or not important at all. So, diba? So, it's life versus kain sa labas. So, sana
yeah. You can still enjoy, but at least have something in the background as well, no? Kasi nga we earn, I mean, we work so hard. So, nagsisave tayo. Lahat ng mga Pinoy na nanonood ngayon, we save a lot. We try to work talaga. We are hard worker. We are known to be hard workers. And imagine, if you don't have anything in place, cover, kailangan mo ngayon ng pera, no? Unfortunately, pag nagkasakit tayo, hindi naman magpo-pause yung mga expenses. Tuloy ang babayaran mo. Right? And so, okay ba sa'yo na magagamit mo lahat ng savings mo?
Tama.
For the last few years na pinag-ipunan mo overtime, di na natutulog. And we support most of us support our families back home too. So walang uubusin mo ba yung ilang taon mong pinag-ipunan for some accident na alam mo yun. So, 'di ba? So, thank you so much. What are your final words, Cha? Sa lahat ng ating mga viewers, no, mga kababayan natin na nanonood, what are your final words? What are your advice sa kanila? No, yung mga meron din marami din mga kababayan na siguro kakarating lang sa New Zealand and just like how you initially came. Ano yung masasabi nyo? I'll start with Carlo.
So ang advice especially doon sa mga kakarating lang, lalo na ngayon ang daming nangyayari, calamities and this and that. And ang mga drivers dito kahit ano, kung safe driving ka sa Pinas, then dito kahit doblehin, triplehin mo kasi yun nga yung na-aksidente kami, we never expected that na ano, it happened so fast. So as much as possible, as early as possible, get an insurance. It's not needed to be yung premium talaga na yung for the meantime, yung kaya mo lang na kunin. So, kasi kami, yung before kami nag-decide na kumuha ng insurance sa'yo, sa ano ko na budget ko na yan. So, kung ilan yung matitira, okay pa ba kami sa ganito? Kaya nga, we decided na taasan kasi kaya pa naman. So, as much as possible, you get it because you'll never know like what happened to us. We were very thankful na may nakuha din kami. Actually, we didn't expect that na ganun kalaki ang na-claim namin. So, ang ano ko lang is matulungan kami konti with this and that. But
Yeah, kasi hindi ka nga nakapagtrabaho, no?
Oo,
Now,
oo.
yes.
So, we never expected na ganun. So, we're thankful na kumuha kami sa iyo. Yun. As much as possible, don't mind the cost kasi in a way, it's also a savings. Kasi parang kung yun nga, yung sinabi mo, pag may nangyari sa iyo, hindi ka makaka-work, at least yung savings mo, hindi mo nakukuhanan. Yung enough na yung kino-cover ng insurance mo sa iyo until you'll get back to work, di ba?
Yes. Yes. That's right.
Yun yung para sa akin.
Ikaw naman siya, ano yung ano mo? Final words sa ating mga kabayan.
Please insure yourselves. Get insured, whether it's just at least life, and if you have extra, then you can get medical insurance. And never ever treat life insurance as just an extra expense. Rather treat it as a protection and savings for you and your family, because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow or later. Accident happens anytime. We didn't expect our accident. We were actually running at 50 kilometers speed.
Wow.
But
Even
the
lower,
truck was so fast. So,
you'll never know.
You never know. Parang ano talaga, pag aksidente talaga. So at least ready ka.
Yes.
Kasi nung time na yun, wala, ang dami ko na iniisip. But then, good thing, syempre may claims. Tapos, because ACC is only paying 80%. So yung 20% malaki din yun.
Yeah.
Then may expenses kami. Alangan naman hindi kami magbayad ng bahay. Yung marami pa kaming bayarin. Pero at least it really helped us, like all the claims hindi namin expect ganun pala yun, it works like that, ganun pala siya kaano.
So na-experience you talaga, you get to benefit, no? You get to benefit. And para sa mga, let's say, mga kabayan natin na they've been paying for their insurance, for so long, ano yung masabi nyo na yung iba 2 years, 3 years na nagbayad or ilang taon tapos sabihin nila hindi naman kami nakapag-claim. What can you tell them? Baka kasi 'di ba some of them they'll think hindi na ako nakapag-claim, sayang naman yung 3 years na yun. For me it's like be thankful na hindi ka nakapag-claim kasi nga 'di ba?
Lucky sila na hindi nangyari sa kanila yun. At least kasi just parang talaga yan parang insure mo lang yung sarili mo. Pag may nangyari, at least may backup. Pero pag wala, be thankful to God kasi hindi nangyari sa iyo yun.
Pwede namang magpasagasa sila, joke lang. Pero yun yung thought niyang insurance kasi naman. Para hindi ibig sabihin nagbabayad ka, may makiklaim ka din. So it doesn't work like that. So yung there's a perfect time for that na makukuha mo, like yun nga yung unexpected times na
events, yes.
So yun dun mo yun magagamit. So as long as kaya mo naman yung cost, just don't mind it. I mean, yun nga gaya ng kasi yun nga kung ako kahit hindi pa dumarating yung sweldo, counted na yan. Okay, sige, ganito may matitira kaming ganito, ganyan. So, okay pa. So, parang just don't mind. Kasi para sa, especially yung mga na siyempre kami, wala pa kaming anak. So, especially doon, yun nga, marami nga kaming, may iniengganyo nga kami, ganun, ganyan. Pero, sige, wag muna, ganun. So, as kami, siguro kung kami man maging parent na, so, how much more na kami pangalang pinataas namin yung premium. So, pag meron na, siguro mas tataas pa. Parang
kasi may
binudget ko na din eh. Parang binudget ko na, kaya pa siguro.
oo. Kasi may anak na, iba talaga pag may anak ka
Ganun.
na. No, it's another
Especially, di ba, pag may pamilya ka, hindi ka ba matatakot for
mm,
your family kung anong mangyari,
Mangyari sa'yo.
mangyari sa'yo, mangyari sa kanila, ganun.
Mm.
Parang,
yes.
parang, in a way, siguro maybe hindi lang din enough yung magdasal ka for your safety. Siyempre, may gawin ka din.
May
na,
practical steps ka din, no? Yes, yes. So, last question na lang. How was the experience of the claim process, no? Kasi, para lang sa kaalaman ng lahat, kasi I have met a lot of clients na who did not have an advisor, and the experience of claim time, parang ang rough ng, they call the company, lipat-lipat yung call, connect dito, connect dyan, and then they get told, you're not covered, decline. And then that's it. No? So I have a lot of clients na meet na may ganun ngang experience. So from you guys, what was the whole experience? So, para sa kaalaman ng lahat, gaano ka-importante magkaroon ng advisor during the claim process? Start with Carlo.
So mostly ako naman yung nakaka-receive ng claims. Nano nga, surprise nga ako, ang bilis eh. So from you, talking to you, from processing kung anong mga kailangan, kung natapos na yung requirements lahat, ay claim man na ibibigay, I think ata wala lang 2 days, pumapasok agad eh. So, or pinakamatagal na yung 2 days. Parang, di ba, lately talaga, parang minsan nga, pag sabi mo na Carl na nag-reply na ganito ganyan, within that day, hours lang pumasok na. So, yung even me na surprise ako kasi siguro kung i-compare natin doon sa atin, ang tagal. Kahit pa yata may agent ka doon sa atin, parang ang tagal pa din. Hindi, parang na-surprise lang ako kasi ang bilis. So,
right,
okay.
diba? You just filled out the form for me and then that's it. You just waited for the money to come and then you did not.
May isang disadvantage lang kasi pag maraming perang pumapasok na claim, mag-add to cart ka ganun kasi board ako sa bahay.
Diba? Tingnan niyo si Carlo, nakapag-shopping pa siya. Kasi bored siya sa bahay, hindi siya nakapag-work. But that was a good experience, no, all throughout. It was easy, smooth process. And that's because we did it the right way from the very beginning. No, we did it the right way. We put the right cover in place na sakto sa pangangailangan nyo, sakto sa mga possible risks that may happen. So thank you so much for sharing, Cha and Carlo. And I'm sure maraming mga kababayan natin can learn a lesson from your experience. And like here in Usapang Insurance, you're always trying to impart information para lalong-lalo na we want to really share knowledge kasi nga mahal ang insurance or it's an extra cost of course. So it's really important na tama yung kinuha nyo, sakto sa budget nyo. That's the most important. At saka, naiintindihan nyo. Yun talaga yung naiintindihan nyo because it is good to pay for something na alam mo yung importansya. You will hold on to it eh. Kahit nahirapan ka na this fortnight, okay, maybe we'll cancel or we'll, put aside some other costs, uunahin yung insurance talaga kasi naiintindihan. Well, thank you so much, Carlo and Cha. And Carlo, get well soon and we'll chat later. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
Thank you.